Hi everyone, welcome to my webinar today. So today we will embark a journey to explore our MT5 platform. I hope you all have had your dinner. If not, you can have it while you watch my webinar. So everyone, if you can hear me clearly, can you please give me a 1? If not, I can adjust myself just in case, okay? Can everyone hear me? Thank you. Anyone's? Okay, thanks, Vincent. Okay, I guess everyone's shy today. Okay, right. Let's start. Okay. So today, before we start, let's start with some disclaimer. Okay, yeah. So here are some disclaimer before we start. All the contents here are only for educational purposes. So if you want to have some advice, please contact your TR or financial advisor or your remiser. Okay? Yeah. So here are the main contents for today. We will go through basics of FX CFD and then why should you trade FX. And then we'll go through the Poem's MT5 platform. So I'll introduce to you our new MT5 platform that we're having. And then later on, I'll teach you how do you navigate through our MT5 platform. Okay, now the first one, FX basic. So what is FX CFD? So technically, CFD is a tradable instrument that mirrors the underlying assets movement, which in this case for FX is the FX spot. So for the average daily trading volume for FX is actually 5 trillion as compared here, as you can see, the stock market is only 22.4 for New York Stock Exchange, the Tokyo is 18.4 billion, and the London is only 7.2 billion. So as you can see, there is actually a lot of potential and opportunity to unlock in a for FX market. Okay. Now, so let's see how do we read the currency pairs. So for all the currency here are always represented by 3-letter code, and the currency pair are actually represented by the 3-letter code, and then combine it. It depends on what currency that you want to trade. So let's say Australian dollar and USD, then they will actually written in such a way is Australian dollar / USD. Okay, so here let's learn about the FX terms. So the left side is always the base currency, which in this case is USD. So on the right side, it would be the term currency, which is Japanese yen. Okay, so when you enter a long or short position, you are actually referring to the base currency. So let's say, for example, I long USD Japan yen. So what does it mean? Which means that I buy USD and sell Japan yen. So when you enter a position for a currency pair, there's always 2 transactions happening. Okay, so USD / Japan yen, right, equals to 147.3. So what does it mean? It actually means that 1 USD can be exchanged for 147.3 Japanese yen. While when you say buy USD Japan yen at 148.4, so it means that you are buying 1 USD and selling 148.4 Japanese yen. Okay, so later I'll show you some calculation in terms of how does the profit and loss will be reflected in the term currency. Okay. Now, so in FX, there's this thing called pips. So pips is a standardized unit referring to the 4th or 2nd decimal place movement of all currency pairs. So this actually is normal for a 1 standard lot. So 1 standard lot normally we have 100K for 1 lot, while 1 pip refers to the 5th or 3rd decimal place movement, where FX pair with 1 mini lot. So which means that in Poems, right, Poems FX CFD, we offer 1 mini lot, which is a 10K. So which means that 1 pip movement in 1 FX CFD would be the 5th or 3rd decimal place movement. As you can see here, for Euro, Australian dollar, FX CFD, the decimal places will be up to 5th decimal places, and 1 pip value movement would be 0.00001. So it's the 5th decimal place, okay? So while the special case for Japanese yen is either the 2nd or 3rd decimal place, okay? In this case, with a 1 mini lot, 10K, the decimal places is up to 3 decimal places. So it's 0.001 movement. So the contract size in this case is 10K. Okay, so there's an yeah. So both are also 10K contract size. So 10K contract size, 1 pip movement is 5th or 3rd decimal places. Okay. So in the case of 100K would be the 2nd or 4th movement in terms of the decimal place. Okay. Now, so here on our MT5 platform, we have this order ticket to actually show you the bid and ask code when you trade FX on our MT5 platform. So in this case here, the execution means that you are actually buying or selling at the market price. So where the volume one lot is equals to how much, which is 1 mini lot. So 1 mini lot is 10K. As you can see here, we have a 10K of USD Japan yen, FX CFD, okay? So here, the USD Japan yen, this is the bid and ask price. So you will always buy at the ask and sell at the bid. So what do I mean by that? So for the USD Japan yen pair, right? When I say buy at ask, so when you buy at ask means that you're buying at 147.733, and then you will buy USD and selling Japan yen. So this is one trade, which is when you click buy at the ask. Okay, so when you click sell at the bid, which means that you are selling USD and buying Japanese yen. So you are selling at 147.724. Okay, so these are the things that you have to remember, which I'll show you later on our MT5 platform. Okay. Now, so for this, the FX CFD calculation, so do note here that the profit and loss is always reflected in terms of the term currency. So as you remember just now, the term currency should be the currency that's always on the right-hand side. Okay, so also the pip value and everything, we will need to remember, okay, for this calculation wise. Okay, so let's get into it. So the first thing, long position, when you buy one lot of USD Japan yen at 150, and if this currency pair rises and you sell it, so you buy at 150, you sell at 152.5. So the profit and loss would be the difference of the sold and buy, and then you times 10,000 because 1 mini lot is 10,000 quantity, correct? So you get this profit of Japanese yen for 25,000. So if you use the pips way of calculating it, so in this transaction of long transaction, this actually increase the currency pair USD Japan yen increased by 250 pips. So pip value for one mini lot of 10,000 of USD Japan yen is actually 100 Japanese yen. So the movement of that 1 pip. So movement of 1 pip is 100 Japanese yen. You times the 250 pips, it would be equivalent to the same calculation that you did here, which is 25,000 Japan yen. Okay. So whereas for the short position over here, so let's say for example, I sold one lot of British pound New Zealand dollar, and then at 2.1111. So this is 5 decimal places. Yeah, so this is always 5 decimal places, and the left one is always the 3 decimal places because we are trading 1 mini lot. Okay, so in this case, this currency pair rises, and then I close this contract, buy at 2.111122. So the profit and loss would be, of course, lose, right? Because you are selling at lower, but you bought at a higher price. Okay, so the loss is equivalent to the New Zealand dollar 1.1. Okay, so when it fall by 1.1 pips, which means that it equivalents to 1 New Zealand dollar 1. So in this special case, right, only Japanese yen of all of the currency would be the special case, which is Japanese yen. So 1 pip movement of a 10K lot would be 100 Japanese yen. So if it's for the standard lot of 100K, it would be 1,000. Okay. Now, so let's move on. Okay, let's go. Why do we need to trade FX CFD? Okay, now, so this first and foremost, it gives you flexibility because it allows you to trade FX 24 hours and 5 days a week. So this is actually suitable for people who work to a 9 to 5 job. So people who actually wants to do remote work, or they would actually learn and start how do they start day trading lah. So as you can see here, so what do you need is only a computer or laptop, and then a reliable internet connection and a broker. Okay, so for example, if you're working as a lawyer from 9 to 5, then at night you can actually trade FX from just a laptop, internet, and a broker lah from your house. Okay, so the best time to trade, it depends on where you are. So in this case, Forex gives you the flexibility lah. Okay, now, so here, right, in terms of FX CFD, so there's actually this thing called exposure, where FX allow you to actually be exposed to the price movements of all of the currency pairs without actually owning the actual currencies like FX spot. Okay, so there's also high liquidity because there's actually 5 trillion daily trading volume like every day, and then it leads to actually better price discovery, because when you want to buy, there's always a seller ready to sell at a certain price. Okay, so in this FX market, it is also harder to manipulate the price. So what do I mean by that? So if you sell, let's say you're actually buying 10 lots, it will actually very hard for you to actually move the market. So let's say, for example, for certain equities, right? So for, let's say, for small cap stock, like maybe 0.1 cent or 10 cent kind of stocks, if you buy let's say 100,000 quantity, it would actually move the market of that particular counter. Okay, but for FX it's very hard because they are actually quite high liquidity lah. Okay, so next would be lower risk. So since there's actually someone always there to be ready to take on your position. So let's say, for example, you wanted to buy at let's say $5. So there's always on the other side, there's always a person is willing to sell you at $5. So you don't have to actually find people that are actually selling at a higher price. So you would need to buy at a higher price. So those actually happens in an illiquid market. Okay, illiquid market, where they don't have enough buyer or sellers in the market. Okay, so next would be hedging. So FX CFD actually allows you to hedge in the sense that, let's say, for example, you trade your stocks in a certain particular currency, let's say USD. So you can actually hedge your stock position to not to lose out on your FX conversion when you convert back from USD to Sing dollar. So you can actually trade that Sing dollar USD pair. Okay. So last thing is about leverage. So FX CFD able to provide you with up to 20 times of leverage for you to trade. So some also indexes also you only need 5% margin, but in this case, FX CFD allows you that kind of leverage. And also we offer mini lot instead of a standard lot, because mini lot, it's more accessible to everyone that wants to hedge, and you can actually the hedge ratio will be more accurate in a sense. Okay, so next, so what Phillip Securities offer for FX CFD is we have 39 FX pairs available for CFD trading from as low as 5% margin. So the contract size, as I mentioned again and again, which is 10K, okay, a mini lot. So we do not have commission. We have no finance charge. We don't have finance charge, okay? We have no FX price fees also, okay? So we have also competitive spreads with which you can actually search online. I mean, on our website it's published, so you can actually see what's the lowest, what's the average for different currency pairs that you want to trade. Okay, so there are actually various platforms for you to trade also, including Poems, Mobile P3, the MT5 and MT5 laptop, depending on your preference lah. Okay, so MT5 is more towards those self-serve customer and those who want a more high touch and trade at fingertips kind of platform. Okay, so next, the third one would be our Poem CFD MT5 platform. Okay, so let me introduce you. So this the MT5 MetaTrader is actually created by MetaQuotes, and it is a successor of MT4. So for those who have used MT4 before would actually be familiar of the platform for MT5, because they created MT5 is because to allow you to actually access to different assets, because previously MT4 is only for FX. So for MT5 now, you can actually trade a lot of different assets, ranging from stocks, futures, I think options, and also now CFD lah. Yeah. So here, this Poem CFD MT5, this MT5 only allows you to access to our CFD trading facilities. Okay. So it's actually very popular among trading professionals also. Okay. So this is how the platform looks like, which I'll show you later on. Okay, now, so this Poem CFD MT5, right? So it is compared to our POEM platform, so the commission rates are of course lower. And then there's this thing called auto closeout function, which I'll explain more later. So it's actually about system will auto close out your largest unrealized position if you have a margin deficit, margin call kind of thing lah. So I'll explain more later. Okay. So for counters, we have around 266 counters available for you to trade. Overall in the other than FX. So FX pairs we have 39, but other than that we have our Singapore equities and also our index and also the US one, Nasdaq, AMEX. Okay. And NYSE. So you can actually explore later on. So as for the ledger, we have a single ledger. So basically single ledger, which means that everything that you trade on our MT5 platform will be in Sing dollar only. So only the profit or loss will be converted into Sing dollar. So let's say if you trade in USD, then only the profit or loss will be actually converted. Okay, so you don't really eat much of the FX fees up, FX conversion rate. Okay, so we also provide one-click trading for MT5, which I'll show you. So which means that you can actually through one click you can actually open a position, and through one click you can just close it up. Okay. So there are actually more advanced order types too, which I'll show you later on. And then last and foremost is the hedge mode, which means that you can open and you can actually have a long and short position at the same time lah. Yeah. Okay, so about this auto closeout function in POEM CFD MT5, right? So this is a notification within your MT5 ecosystem to actually let you know that your equity balance is below your required margin of your position now. So standard procedure of for the margin call will still apply. It will be same as POEMs, okay? So let's say your equity balance is less than 50% of the required margin, the system would actually auto close out your positions with the largest unrealized loss first. Okay, so after they closed it, right, they actually want it to bring your equity balance back to 50%. Okay, so the margin requirement would also update at start of each trading day. So if your MT5 account happen to be near the threshold when we update the margin requirement, you will still have the risk of your position being closed out lah. So you have to monitor that you have sufficient funds in your account. Okay, now, so let's go through in terms of navigating through the MT5 platform. Okay, so hold on, yeah. Hey, can everyone see my screen? If you can see my screen, please give me an A so that I know. Anyone? Okay, thanks, Vincent. Thanks, Vijay. Okay, great. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so this would be the MT5 platform that we have here, which I'll show you how do you log in later on because it's quite a tedious process for you to log in. So the first and foremost is the overview of the whole platform. So the upper left side over here is the quick panel. Okay, so you can actually access quite a lot of things from here. And then on the left here is your watch list. In the middle, it is the chart where you can actually see. So let's say, for example, you open this. You can actually see the chart, okay? So this will be the toolbox. Okay, now let's start. So the first thing is, this is your watch list. So how do you add counters? For you to open this chart, right, you have to add the particular counter into your watch list first. Okay, so first thing is to click this symbol. So today, we are looking at FX. Okay, so you have to go through this folder, CFD, and then you need to go through this FX. So do note that please don't use this FX conversion rate, yeah, because this is actually not the FX counter that you're supposed to trade. So this FX conversion rate is actually for your reference in the sense that at what rate that the MT5 actually use to convert your profit and losses. Because as you remember, I said that the MT5 platform is based on a single ledger, okay, which is Sing dollar. So now this will be the actual FX that you are supposed to trade. Okay, so total here we got 39 counters, depends on what you want to trade. So let's say, for example, I want it to occur here on my watch list. But as you can see here, right, there are quite a lot of symbols that is in gray color and some in gold color. So in gray color means that it's not in your watch list. So I need to double click it. Let's say I want Australian Japan yen, Australian dollar Japan yen. So I double click it, then it will appear over here, as you can see, right? So if you don't want it, you can just click hide symbol. So it to be easier, then you just see whether it lights up or not lah. So when you just click this, it will appear lah. Okay, so this just show symbol and that's it, and then just click OK or you just exit. Okay, so this is our Australian Japan yen here. Okay, so you want to view the chart over here, right? Just pull and drop. Okay, so it will actually change the whole chart to Australian dollar Japan yen. Okay, so let's see. Okay, right. So the first thing is, let's go through the quick panel here. So for the chart, right, you can actually go through either you want 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, or 30 minute, or 1 hour. Okay, depends on you, on your preference in terms of how do you want to trade. So it's actually very convenient for you to change the chart. So this is one of it. So let's say I just look at 15 minutes and I want to kind of customize it. So how do I customize it is you right click and you go properties. So because I don't like the green on black kind of theme, okay? So I actually want to change back to my black on white. So just press OK. Then this is how it looks like. Okay, so now I want to actually open a position. Okay, let's say for example, then how do I open a position? You can actually go here and double click. And then here, this order ticket will pop up. Okay, so order ticket will pop up. I will want to buy at market price. So market price is always the exchange execution, means that you are buying at market price. So if you want any other advanced order types, you should click this and then you click pending order. So you can actually choose from buy limit, sell limit, buy stop, sell stop, or buy stop limit, depending on your strategy or which kind of advanced order they want to use. Okay, so let's go with the easiest one, market order. Okay, so volume 1 lot and then 10K mini lot. Okay, so stop loss and take profit depending on how you want to set it, and then you can just set at the same time. So let's say comment this. Okay, I just want to put as testing. Okay, so I put buy. So you pop up confirmation that it's done, and then you press OK. Okay, so once you press OK, as you can see here, and it will pop up in your, because it's just a demo account, yeah. Okay, so it will pop up in your trade over here. Okay, so where is my thing? Okay, this one. So Australian dollar Japan yen, which is, this is what we have opened just now, correct? So how do we close it? Can anyone have a guess? Do you close it by double clicking it? Do you close it by clicking this cell? Or you close it by clicking this X? Can anyone give a guess? So either you click the cell, then you put a cell, or you click the X, then you put the X. Can anyone guess? So how do you actually close the position properly? Hello? Okay, thanks, Rosemary. Anyone else? Okay. I believe that we have trade before on MT5, I suppose, or maybe MT4. Okay, so Rosemary is correct. Okay, so the most importantly is you click this X. Okay, so what if you don't click this X to close your position? So, you know, as this pop up, it says close, right? So let's say I forgot how do I close it, because normally on a lot of platforms, we normally just click sell, right, to close my position. So I just try. Can you see? Exchange has sell 1 Australian dollar Japan yen. So which means that you are actually in a hedge mode now, meaning you entered a long and short position at the same time. So as you can see here, buy and sell, right? So you are not closing that buy position when you click sell. You have to click the X button. So when you click the X button, this will also pop up to actually let you confirm, because let's say, for example, you fat finger or you actually click wrongly, like that you don't really want to close it. So this will actually pop up to actually ask you, are you confirmed that you want to close this position? So if you really want to close it, just press this close. Okay, so this is how you close one position. Okay, so this is how you close. And then let me show you the one-click trading function. So what do I mean by one-click trading function? Okay, so for this, right, you have to enable, because this is a safety feature in MT5 to prevent people from accidentally clicking. Okay, so let's say, for example, if your kid or your nephew or your siblings actually just press whatever, right, it might actually be done, the order. So this is a safety feature that for one-click trading, you have to enable it. So you go to tools, yes, and then you go options, and then you go to trade. Okay, so as you can see here, there's one-click trading. So you click, and then ask TNC and everything, and then you just accept it lah. Okay, and then press OK. And press OK. So which means that now one-click trading has been enabled. So what do I mean by one-click trading? So let's say just now, right, the cell that I've opened here, just now, by one click, I can straight away close my position. So this is what I mean by one-click trading. So which means that there will be no confirmation pop-up message to ask you that you really want to close this position. Okay, so and another thing good about this is for those traders who need fast execution, because let's say, for example, you're trading during news release and all, you really need this kind of speed in order for you to enter or exit a position. Okay, so another good thing is, as you can see on the left top here, the buy and sell. So initially you don't have this. So for those who don't have, right, you can just right click and actually just enable this one-click trading here. Okay, so this one, I let it appear here. So when you click buy, it will definitely pop up here. You click sell, you can just enter in one. Okay, so if you want to close, just close it like that. Oh, yeah, just close it like that. Okay, so this is how you do for one-click trading. Okay, so next is, let's see what can I do about the chart. So the chart, right, let's say you want to draw your support and resistance or add any indicators, you can actually go through this. So this would be any, like, for example, just your support or resistance, anything that you like. Okay, and then to insert those indicators, you can actually go to insert and then just add indicators. So it depends on what indicators that you want. So let's say I want moving average, so I put trend and I go moving average. So it also allows you to actually customize in terms of how many days, how many period, depends on what type of chart and how long is the chart that you're trading. Okay, so this is it for the chart. And then the customization is depending on the teams, right? Properties just now I've shown you, right? This is the team. So depending on what you want to show on the chart also. So there are actually quite a lot of things that you can be shown on the chart depending on what you want. Okay. Okay, great. So anything else that I've missed? Okay, so these are everything. Okay, so let's move on to the bottom, which is your toolbox. Okay, this is your toolbox. So on this side, trade, right, this actually shows all your open positions. At the current time, these are all my open positions. So this is just a trade account where I just use it to actually test out the platform, which all of you can open a MT5 Demo Account later to actually go through, see if you like the features. Okay, so from here, right, so you can see there's balance, equity, margin, and free margin and margin level. So actually the most important thing that you have to pay attention is just the balance, equity, and free margin. So the free margin is where you have your available cash for you to actually open new positions in this MT5 platform. Okay, so equity is referring where after you close all your position, whether profit or loss, and then what do you have left. Okay, so balance is in terms of what you have left in your balance, which is technically for those who have your poems, it would be your ledger. Okay, so next will be exposure. This allows you to actually see what exposure you have. Okay, and then history. And the history, interesting thing is you can actually see all of your positions that you have done before to analyze your trades. So it's technically kind of like your trading journal because it allows you to put your comments and everything also, so that you can actually track back. for your trades and all. So you can actually see more details by right click and you go orders and deals. So this will actually show more information whether you're buying at market, whether how did the position close, whether it's triggered by stop loss or take profit, or at what particular price and what is the profit or loss. Yeah. So basically this is the more info that you can get when you change the layout. So change it back. Okay, so the new starting March mailbox is by the MT5 platform itself here, and then calendar. And then this is just the calendar of the economic release. Okay, so for the company, which is a straight link, direct link to our CFD website, where you can actually access our website through here. It's easier for you to access. Okay, so for those who want to access our platform, you can just go platform and then Poem CFD MT5. Then you actually open the CFD demo account from there. Okay. So alerts, you can create alerts, just right click, create, and then you can actually create whatever alerts for different symbols that exist in this CFD folder. Okay, so in this case, we have FX, then your Japanese yen, depends on what value they want to put, then press OK. Okay. So articles, nothing much. It's also posted by MT5 platform itself. Then code base also. So experts, it depends on if you want to code yourself to actually do your own strategy testing, or depending on what kind of indicators that you want to create yourself. So that's a more advanced level, which MT5 platform provides that flexibility. Yes. Okay, so this is the journal. So journal actually shows every single thing that you have done in MT5 once you have opened it. So technically you can actually check like, for example, did I accidentally close my position? Like one day I find my position wasn't there. So was it triggered by the stop loss or take profit, or did I actually accidentally close it? So first you can actually check through your journal that whether when does it happen, or whether just to investigate what happened and all, without having to call through our dealing desk line. Okay, so this is more of a self-serve platform for you to actually detail all your trades and also find what's the problem sometimes. Okay, so these are everything about the MT5 platform, I would say. Okay, so this is it. Let me go back. Okay, we are back. So is everyone in? Like, can everyone see? If you can see, then okay, yes, thank you so much. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, so other than this MT5 platform on the laptop, right, we have this MT5 Mobile too. So MT5 Mobile is also available on Android or iOS. Okay, so depending on what phone you use. Okay, so for this, right, for Android Mobile MT5, for those who already have an account or have a demo account, you can just sign up and follow the steps to actually log in. So for this, after you log in, right, you can just press add, and then you find your symbols, and then after that you can choose all the currency pairs, the 39 out of 39 currency pairs, and then you can actually press new order. So this is how you trade on your mobile platform. Okay, so you can choose all the advanced order or at market order, which I've showed you just now. Is similar, but just that it is just a concise version of the platform on a mobile. Yeah, which is quite slick, I would say. You can explore. So exchange execution. So when you're done, then you'll pop up this confirmation, and then we press done. And then when you want to close is where you actually slide, and then you need to click this, which is I think order, and then you close with loss or profit depending. Okay, so this is how you close your position. Okay, so with iOS mobile, right? So iOS mobile is the same thing. You enter the search and then you go to your FX. So we have all these other things for you to trade also MT5, which you can explore when you have the demo account. Okay, so here, same thing, choose out of 39 pairs, and then you actually click trade. Okay, and then you click you want to buy or sell. Then when it's done, it'll pop up this confirmation. And then when you want to close the position, right, you have to long press that particular position, and then it will only pop up close position or not. Yeah. So this is the difference between Android and iOS lah. Yeah. So it's better for you to test with your demo account to know how it works first before you actually like trade, because you're technically using your own money lah. So you want to be familiar with the platform first. Okay. Yeah. So last thing, close. Okay. So this is how you use in iOS. Okay. So how do you open your Poems CFD MT5 account? Okay, so let's say for here, you have to go visit this poems.com.sg, or you just scan this QR code to open your platform, to open your account, sorry. So to have a MT5 account, you have to have a Poems CFD account in order for you to get access to our Poems CFD MT5 account. Okay, it's very important for you to know that. So please go to this link. Maybe my Shamin or Vanessa can put a link into the chat so that they can actually click that link to get access. So they will actually put the link there later on. So I'll just leave here a while. So while you open the account, right, it is important for you to actually tick the contract for difference, okay? Because you want to get access to the flexibility of contract for difference. Okay? So remember, just choose what flexibilities you want. Okay, cool. Okay. Right. So for those current clients who already have Poems CFD, so you already have a CFD account, so you want to opt into our MT5, you can by logging into your Poems account, and then you go account management, you go CFD, and then there's this MetaTrader 5, which is our MT5, and then you can actually click add Poems CFD MT5 account. So this is how you opt into MT5, okay? For those who already have an account with us. Okay, so there's actually a difference between downloading using the Poems CFD MT5 link. So for example, when you register, correct? When you register, we will send you an email to your we will send an email to your email basically, okay? So for that, right, so there's a difference where people would ask, okay, so there's actually a MT5 app, so because on the web browser, if you type MT5 and then you technically can just download the platform and download the desktop app on your desktop itself. So that's the difference, is because if you click the link on our email to download this MT5, you will actually be auto linked to our server. Because in order to trade with us, you have to be connected to our server in order for you to trade, correct? So it's very important for you to actually be connected to our server. So the safest pathway is to just click the email that we sent you in the when you register. Okay, so when you download the application and everything, then so this window will pop up to ask you to log in. So you just follow the email instructions to input your account ID and your password. And then this server would be Poems CFD, which is expected when you use the email link to download. Okay, so you need to make sure it's Poems CFD server. Okay, so for those who actually download MT5 from the web or Chrome that you actually just, or even before that you have downloaded before, okay? So for the public one, right, so you have to actually type a series of code to make sure that you're connected to our server. So this is the series of code, which is when doing your first login attempt, which is mt5.phillipcfd.com, then 443. Okay, so you can actually find this code, I mean, in the recording later on. Okay, you can just scroll back and off. Okay, so how do you log in into the Android mobile MT5? So once you download the mobile MT5, then you just go manage accounts, and then you add. So it's important for you to add, you go and find Poems. So when you click Poems, and then this will pop up. Phillip Securities Private Limited. So after that, you make sure the server is Poem CFD, yeah? So you just put in your login, account number, and password. Okay, so for iOS, the same thing. You go settings, you go new account, and then you type Poems. Then this will pop up, and then you just make sure the server is Poem CFD. Then you key in your account and password, then you can log in already. Okay, this same goes to your either your demo or your actual account. Okay, so this is the same process, that how do you log into your account. Okay, make sure the server is correct because that's the most important thing for you to access our server. Okay, so this is the kind of like a concise of how do you actually log in when you have your real account. So it is very tedious because MT5 has strengthened their security, basically, that they require two-factor authentication, 2FA. Yeah. Okay, so this is because nowadays, there's a lot of scams around, and it is actually very important to have 2FA nowadays, okay? Even for your bank account or for your even social media accounts, okay? So now let's continue. Okay, so the first thing, when you register, you receive an email. So once you receive an email, you get an instruction on installing MT5. Okay, then in the email, there will be system-generated password. And also, when you have your MT5, you just key in account number and a system-generated password. Then something will pop up for you to set up your two-factor authentication. Okay, so you have two options. One option is to use Google Authenticator. Next is MT5 Mobile. So MT5 Mobile is for the on-the-go users lah. So it actually helps people save time and all, because for those who use Google Authenticator, they may have other apps also using Google Authenticator, so it's easier for them to access, but they don't really use MT5 app lah. So if you use MT5 app but you link to your Google Authenticator, right, you will have to get your OTP, which is the 6-token password from your Google Authenticator, to key into MT5, which is a bit hassle lah. So for those, it depends on your preference and depends on the people preferences. Okay, so this is the Google Authenticator lah. It's a bit mafan, but still people would actually rather go for Google Authenticator because they only use MT5 laptop version and not the MT5 Mobile. Okay, so for those who wants to link to their MT5 Mobile, congrats, it's actually save a lot of time, and then you can actually straight away log into your MT5 Mobile. So let's say, for example, if you log in to your MT5 laptop, right, you will still need your OTP. From where? From either Google Authenticator or your MT5 Mobile. So for those who bind to MT5 Mobile, you will need to retrieve it from your MT5 Mobile app. Okay, so a lot of people didn't know that forgot they actually bind to MT5 Mobile. So they couldn't find the OTP. How do they log into their MT5 laptop desktop app? So it's important for you to know where do you get your OTP in your MT5 Mobile. So for those who would like to know more, you would need to actually go through to our MT5 user guide lah, okay? So they've got step-by-step pictures over there. Okay, so lastly, after you already set up your 2FA successfully, then it would pop up to ask you to set a new password. So you log in with account number and the system generated password, and then an OTP from either Google Authenticator or your MT5 Mobile. Okay, so and then after that, they will prompt you to set a new password upon login. Okay. Now, so for those who want to test out our platform, so you can opt to try our MT5 Demo Account to get to use to explore the platform and the features before you actually trade with us. Okay, so you just go on to our website, FX CFD, and then you go to Poem CFD, So you go to the platform and then you go and search the MT5 platform, Poem CFD MT5. Okay, now let's talk about the funding issue. So let's say, for example, I already have, but I don't really know how to fund. So for funding wise, you have to go through your Poems account. So now, whether you top up or you withdraw, you will still have to go through your Poems account. So you need to log into your Poems, and then same thing, you go account management, CFD, and then you go to your MT5 MetaTrader 5, and then you go fund transfer. So fund transfer, so you select which CFD account you want to transfer the funds from, because we have some clients, they have different CFD accounts under different remisier or different TR. So these are different CFD accounts. It depends on how many MT5 account you want. So every CFD account can only have one MT5 account, okay? So in this case, this person has like 4 CFD account, but want to open 2 MT5. So it depends on you, okay? So this is the history where you can see your past transaction in terms of funds flow. Okay. So okay, for this, right? So once you click that, then funds transfer, then you click a certain CFD account, you need to put what amount that you want to transfer, then to which account. So you have two MT5 account, correct? Then you click on which MT5 account that you want to transfer to. Then you click transfer. Okay, it's actually that easy. But now we're actually working on direct transfer, like meaning that you can actually transfer from your bank to directly into MT5 or MT5 directly to your bank. So we're still working on it, and hopefully it'll roll out soon now. Okay. Okay. So here, last we have our promotion that we have. So when you trade FX CFD, because this one previously we had the same promotion lasted until I think around September. So we actually extended it to December. So for you to get the 360 cash credits lah. Okay. So now, okay, so this is the FX motion that we have, which is if you execute at 8 FX CFD trade, yeah. So you get $20 CFD cash credit. So this is a really good promotion because we don't have com, no FC, no live price, subscription price, so we don't have to pay for it. And technically, this is a good promo for you to grab lah. If you execute 28 more FX CFD trades, you'll get 100 CFD cash credits in 1 month. So technically, from now till December, you still have that 1 month. So okay, so let's say for example today you open and fund it and everything, right? So technically you have like until Thursday for you to finish up 28 plus 8 FX CFD trades to get 120 cash credit this month. So there are quite a lot of clients actually enjoying this promo lah, I would say. So it's actually depend on you whether you want free cash. Okay, so this cash credit can be withdrawn. Okay, it's hardcore cash. So next month, yeah, you can actually eligible for next month. So for those who are wants to do it for this month, then technically you can get around 240 if you can finish by this Thursday or something. Yeah, because after Thursday will be December already. Okay, so now, okay, so Q&A session. We'll have a quick one. Does anyone have any question? I'll leave the room open for a while. Rosemary, have problems setting up the watch list. Okay, so can I have more information in terms of what kind of problem? So let me go back to the yeah. So in terms of watch list, yes. Okay, what kind of problem that you face? So technically the all the counters that you want to trade, you want to show at the watch list, right? You just click this money symbol. So those with you want the watch list as mine. Mine as in, because from here, right, you can actually just see in one glance what symbol or what counter that's appeared in your watch list and which one is not. So for those you think that it's not at one glance, you mean your watch list is not appeared on the left here? Is it? You can actually click view. And then those two boxes, you can click this market watch. So market watch is your watch list basically. So let's say if I close this, right, I don't have this. Just click view and market watch. Yeah. Is it what you mean? Is it working? Or anyone else have any question? Where do you get the where to get the guideline of MT5 setting that I mentioned just now? Okay, the MT5 setting. Oh, okay. So you mean how do you log in and all? Is it the MT5 guide? So Shumin or Vanessa, do you have the link to the MT5 guideline? Okay, let me search. I think I can just send you. I can just drop in the chat. Hold on, yeah, let me get it. Can you access that? It's the MT5 guide. Okay, you know what? I think I should just play this link. Yep. Oh, okay, yeah, thanks. Hold on. Mine is the watch example. USD the buy and sell. What do you mean by buy and sell? Okay, hold on, yeah. Let me have a look. Couldn't see the chat. Okay. Hold on. Is the same, is it the same account of the MT5 and MT5? Okay, Yi Jun, what do you mean by same account of MT5 FX and MT5 FX CFD? Because in order for you to get exposure to these FX, right, is through CFD. So CFD is a trade instrument that allow you to get exposed to different asset classes with margin. So as in the way that you say MT5 FX, you mean other brokers or what? Okay, so for Rosemary, right, your watch list has example list. Oh, you mean okay. Yeah, I get what you mean. Hold on, yeah. Let me show you. Okay, so you would like to have the buy and sell this one, right? You mean buy and sell, correct? Okay, you just right click and you go one click trading. Then you would have it already. Okay? I think that solves your problem. Okay, you have MT5 FX account. Okay, Yijun, may I know your MT5 FX account is with who? Or you are trading spot or you are getting the exposure through what? Futures? Because in order for you to access this, you would need to sign up with us to have a CFD account. Then only you can opt into our MT5 account. Yeah. So to clarify, so if you already have an MT5, right, FX account, yeah, FX only. Yeah, I understand FX only. So for that particular account, it's not the same. I think the MT5 FX account is from another broker, I suppose. So for that, you will need to log out to your FX MT5 account, and then you need to log into our account. So technically, what do I mean is, let's say for example, this is my demo account, but how do I log into my live account, right? So I just click here, and I just click login. As you can see here, it will pop up. So I have other different accounts. So you can have different MT5 accounts with different broker, but you will need to know, I mean, you need to log in yourself to different, because you have different account with different brokers means that you are accessing different servers from different brokers. So if you would like to have an account with us, then you have to have a new account, CFD, and then you opt in, and then you will have a new account number. So this technically, you will have a demo account with us. If you want, then you can also log in using the public MT5 desktop app. Okay, is Phillip Securities or Phillip Nova? for Yijun. If Philip Nova is different, okay, because although we are under one same umbrella, PhillipCapital, but we are considered as different entities and different company because of some SGX regulation that we are needed to be treated as different company and different entity. So which means that those clients who have the same account, which is have the account FX CFD with Philip Nova, would be a totally entire different account with Phillip Securities. So technically the two accounts are total separate. We are treated as two different entities, two different brokers. Yeah. Okay, there's a question. Can my CFD account trading FX? Trading FX, trading doesn't. Okay, right. Okay, so we don't have this FX pair of gold. Okay, so I understand. So you want gold, right? So gold we technically is indices. So when you go here, then you go index and then you go commodity, then you can actually see you have gold, mini gold contract, silver, US oil, and UK contract. Okay, actually, what is the helpline we can use to address issues in my Poems Mobile 3 account? Okay, so Poems Mobile 3 account, you can go online and check the helpline. Okay, so Vanessa or Charmaine, can you guys put the different normal helpline into the chat to help KH Lim. What do you mean by to handle differently at this webinar? Okay, I think they can just put the email or okay. They'll put the phone number or the email that you can call to lah. Yeah. So they are actually specialist team from Poems team lah, which is Poems team to address you. Yep. Okay, no problem. Yeah. Okay, so no problem. Yep. Okay, so I think any more other questions? I find the funds in the Poem CFD account and MT5 account is not merged together. Why is it so? Right. Okay. So because Poem CFD is our own kind of platform that we have full ownership and full control with. But for MT5, although we do have that kind of ownership and also authorization, but we are not the one who created MT5, I would say, because as I introduced just now, it's created by a company called MetaQuotes. So what their specialization about is creating a really powerful platform that most of the traders loves it. So they wanted to leverage or actually share with everyone. So, but they do not have the facilities in terms of stockbroking or any other clearing houses. So what do? Is they actually lend or rent out their platform for us or for different brokers to actually leverage on their platform for them to get access to different multi assets and all. So it is actually a totally different product or platform, I would say. Yeah. So technically one is owned by MetaQuotes and another one is owned by us. Yeah. So that's why we can't really merge them together. Okay, why do you use Sing Dollar MT5 account instead of USD? Okay, because this actually saves the hassle for people to convert. So a lot of people also do not want for the hassle to, let's say, to convert in USD or Japan yen. I know that certain people like that, but then in the sense, those who actually for auto conversion, you might eat quite a lot lot of FX CFDs. So if let's say, for example, if your margin requirement and all that you have to actually put up in, let's say, USD, then which means that you have to kind of convert all your Sing dollar into US first in order for you to actually put that up. But now we don't need to. We actually just use your Sing dollar equivalent amount to US to hold it in MT5, so that we only convert that small portion of profit or loss into Sing. So that's the only thing that you will eat lah. So I would say it is actually more convenient and also not to say safer lah, but yeah, you save more, I think. Yeah. So that's the part lah. Because for poems we have multi-ledger lah, which in a sense that you would actually need to cover. So let's say if, for example, you didn't convert to any other currencies when you trade with poems, then we will have this finance charge. We have not finance charge. We have this debit interest charge that we charge if you do not convert your currency into the specific currency. Yeah, so that's for multi-ledger lah. So it depends on what do you like, what type of system. Yeah, so you can, if you want to maintain your ledger or maintain your positions in USD or not, you can just use our Poems CFD or Poems platform. Yeah. Why is quotes for US stocks is lower on MT5 chart? Because it's depending whether you are trading on delayed price or not. Yeah, you have to US stock lah, yeah. But FX no, FX live. But I think I need to check my IT also whether it is actually slower for. But I think I'll check it out with my IT team. Yeah. Okay, I think due to time constraints, okay, we will need to end the session now. Thank you everyone for coming today. And then if any other enquiries and all, please please actually send us through email or you can call us. Okay, you can just write this down. Okay, so for Albert, note your feedback and I'll actually raise it up to my IT team to check. Okay, and actually investigate on this that you're saying that is slower. Okay, because there's a possibility that it depends on your Wi-Fi also sometimes. Yeah. Okay, because on my side it is actually okay, but yeah. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. Okay, thanks a lot, everyone. Bye. Thanks. Yeah.